Hello, folks. Thank you for tuning in to our Tuesday devotions. And again, as always, we thank you so much for your time and interest in this short message every week. David has a range of petrol pumps, and I was thinking recently, about these historic pumps, and it's great to see them saved and retained for future generations to learn from the past. And I was thinking, about the cost of fuel. Scary. Now, I recently filled my car with diesel, and it was scary the amount of money that it cost to fill the car with diesel. And if only we could go back to this time when these pumps were in operation and the cost of fuel then. The cost. We think twice now about journeys, don't we, because of the cost. We think twice about how much we put into our cars when we visit the petrol pumps. We think about the cost. And I wonder, as we journey through life, have you applied that to your life? When we go in the car, we think of the cost of the journey just now. Is there a cheaper way? Is there more that we can do to make that journey more productive and more cost effective? Cost is important, and so is the cost of the journey of life. We need to think about the cost of the journey of life. I want to bring you back to the words of Jesus again in Matthew's Gospel that we thought about last week. And I want us to think this time about Matthew 16 and verse 26. For what shall it profit a man if he gains the whole world and loses his own soul? What shall it profit a man if he gains the whole world and loses his own soul? The cost of following Jesus is important to consider for every one of us. Jesus tells us to take up our cross and follow him. Being a Christian has a cost also. But what a cost if our lives were to be lost into a lost eternity without the Saviour. Many people live for the moment. They live for the here and now. They live for the earthly life rather than considering the cost of eternity without Christ. So as we come to the cost of our fuel, I want to encourage you to think about the cost of eternity without Christ. What will it profit a man? We gain nothing if we get everything that this world has to offer and lose our soul in hell. It is a sad reality that we all need to consider. And I pray that you'll think about the cost that God gave for you when he sent his only Son from the glory of heaven to die on that cruel cross of Calvary, to be your Saviour, to pay the price for your salvation and for eternity in the glory of heaven. Cost is important to us in the journey of life. Cost is important to us as we think about spiritual matters. Have you considered the cost of life without the Saviour? I hope and pray that you will. And if I can help